and kind of wanted to move on to another thing about people considering it The Last Dance like a puff piece for Michael Jordan. So for me, I feel like it's not even a puff piece. Like, dude, like people are just complaining just to complain. Like, for people who think it's a puff piece, the reason why they're thinking that is because, you know, a lot of the younger generation that hasn't seen Michael Jordan, they were kind of expecting, like, dude, this guy to be some kind of dictator or like some kind of tyrant behind the scenes stuff. Like, dude, this guy, like, people were calling Michael Jordan an asshole and stuff. Like, okay, like, sure, he's an asshole, but what else? Like, did he do like other stuff that was like even more crazy? I mean, you gotta take into the fact the era that they were in. Like, it was very different. Like, people want to say like, hey, he punched Steve Kerr in the face. I mean, they're omitting the fact that Steve Kerr punched Michael Jordan in the chest, like, and then Michael Jordan retaliated.
He hauls off and hits me in the chest, and I just haul off and hit him right in the fucking eye.
So, people like Rachel Nichols, like they don't say the full story. They just say like headline stuff like, oh, Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the face. Like, okay, like they just want to like omit certain facts just to push a narrative. I mean, people think people think this is a puff piece because they wanted to break down Michael Jordan, like push him off his pedestal of being the greatest of all time. I mean, that's how I see it. Like, a lot of like these LeBron fanboys or any other fanboys are just trying to find any other reason to nitpick, Michael Jordan just to push and elevate LeBron James to the greatest of all time. I mean, that's just how I see it. I mean, the Last Dance basically shows like everything. Basically shows everything that's going on. And a lot of this stuff is not even new information. I mean, there's certainly new information, like a little bit. I mean, there's confirmation of what, the flu game, of it being flu poisoning. I mean, that's what I can think of. Like, other than that, like, just like a little bits and pieces of like certain extra detail, but everything's been shown already from the 1990 Bulls. Like, that era of Bulls, that's been covered heavily because they were the most, covered team in NBA because of Michael Jordan. Like, Michael Jordan's star power is just that great, right? I mean, what else? What else are they're gonna try to nitpick on? I mean, what, they're nitpicking like Michael Jordan's on snitching or something? I mean, that's different too. I mean, even that is different. Like Horace Grant is trying to say that Michael Jordan's snitching. Well, Michael Jordan came on rookie year and was trying to say, he was trying to put the message out that basically the Bulls were a bottom team full of cokeheads, dude. And when he came to the team, he transformed it into what led to be, one of the greatest dynasties, if not the greatest dynasty teams of all time, right? I mean, all it takes is one transformative player to change everything from bottom to top. And that's what Michael Jordan was. I mean, people want to nitpick like, oh, they didn't show like certain games or like, I don't know, certain games with like Scottie Pippen or like Tony Kukoc or like all these other players contributing. Like it's just semantics basically. Like, dude, like just one game. I mean, you can't really show all these games due to time constraints, right? Like, do more of these players deserve credit? And yeah, sure, sure they do. Tony Kukoc should have been portrayed way more than Steve Kerr. I mean, the only reason Steve Kerr is in like the poster and in this documentary more is because, one, dude, he's the Golden State Warriors coach. Like, people know who this guy is, right? He's famous for the last championship run of the Golden State Warriors. I mean, that's basically it. Steve Kerr has always been a role player. right? He's been a journeyman basically. He's been to a bunch of teams. It's Cleveland Cavaliers. He goes to the Bulls. He goes to the Spurs. He goes to the Portland Trailblazers. I mean, this guy's like a journeyman basically. So, I mean, it's basically like Kyle Korver. Like, dude, like he just goes all around, a bunch of teams. Like, as their 3-point specialist. Like, so what? Like, so what? Like the Last Dance picture, the original picture, like Steve Kerr's not even in the original picture, right? I mean, that's just them pushing another narrative. Like, hey, like, look, guys, this is Steve Kerr, Golden State Warriors and Chicago Bulls champions. Like, yeah, whatever's, bro. Like, whatever's, man. I mean, another issue that would be, the Scottie Pippen issue. I mean, dude, like Scottie was accurately portrayed. Like, how can you be upset about facts? Like people want to say, oh, hey, this is just pushing up Michael Jordan where it brings down Scottie. No, it doesn't. Michael Jordan in the first 2 episodes have already said that my greatest teammate is Scottie Pippen. Like, there is...
Whenever they speak Michael Jordan, they should speak Scottie Pippen. When everybody says, well, I won all these championships, but I didn't win without Scottie Pippen. And, that's why I consider him my best teammate of all time.
Like, there is no championships without Scottie Pippen. I mean, dude, Michael Jordan has always given credit to Scottie. So I don't know what's up with Scottie, dude. Like, why is he pissed? Like, dude, those are just facts. Like, you were accurately portrayed. Like, what's there to be upset about? Like, are you upset that you weren't given more highlights or something? Like, dude, like people who follow the Bulls know that Scottie Pippen's always been a great player. Top 50 player of all time. Top 5, basically. Secondary player on a championship team, probably of all time. I mean, in my opinion, these two are the greatest duo of all time. Like Scottie, like you get all the credit already, and dude, I don't understand like what's up with Scottie. And then Horace Grant. I thought Horace Grant did snitch on the team with Sam Smith, because the reason why like people wanted to the reason why Michael Jordan was blaming Horace Grant is because in the book The Jordan Rules, Sam Smith basically has a message for Horace Grant, talking about thanking him, and he was portrayed in a good light in that book. So like, there's a lot of issues going on with the Jordan Rules book, because I believe Phil Jackson was also a source of snitching to Sam Smith, and there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff between Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson has been talked about as well, but can't really put it all into just 10 episodes if you really want to go to nitpick each and every detail of certain things. But dude, The Last Dance accurately portrays Michael Jordan's career. I mean, how are you puff piecing what is reality? I mean, all this stuff has already happened. Like, what's there to nitpick about? Like, dude, you're just playing semantics right now. The Last Dance was great. Possibly the greatest sports doc of all time. And, dude, it's not even a documentary, basically. It's just a summary. It's just a summary of what happens. I guess you can say it's a documentary, but, not really a true documentary, but yeah, whatever's, whatever's, man. I mean, Michael Jordan stuff was great, just gave a little bit more insight in it. Hopefully this ends the fucking goddamn GOAT conversation for fucking goddamn basketball. I mean, dude, like, you really see everything going down in The Last Dance, and like, come on, bro, like, there's no comparison, bro. That's just how I feel.